Hey, comic book fans! Welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Geezers. I am Wild Bill on Comic, and sitting right here next to me is Pete Pardo.
What's going on, everybody? How are you? Thanks for joining us here on Comic Book Geezers. We have another little short run from Marvel in the 70s. We want to talk about
It. We want to talk about It.
The Colossus, featured in Astonishing Tales.
First of all, I don't like his name. It.
Yeah.
There's a cousin, It, from the Addams Family. It.
Yeah. The Colossus is good. It should be called Colossus.
But it's a lot easier to write It across the top of the title.
Yeah.
This is Astonishing Tales.
Because, of course, this is before the Colossus from X-Men, right? I mean, this is before then, so... but it's like, I didn't know. When I was a kid, I never knew. Is he called It? Is he called the Colossus? Because he is big like a Colossus, but is it just called It? I don't know.
What's that fairy tale where the big giant lays down on the ground, passes out, and the little people tie him down and rope him to the ground? It's like
Gulliver's Travels,
yeah. It's almost like a Gulliver story.
Yeah.
He falls down on the ground, gets tied to the ground, I think, at some point in one of these books.
So this is an example of like one of those giant monsters that were featured all the time in like Monsters on the Prowl.
Wasn't he something that like lay dormant, and then he kind of comes to life?
I think so, yeah.
And he's like out of control.
Yeah. But see, back when I was a kid, I loved this stuff.
This was the only issue I had in my collection when I was a kid. And then...
that one did really well. That's why they decided to continue.
Came from my friend Joe.
Yeah.
You can tell his autograph is right up top. Joey B.
Joey B. So again, if you look carefully here, the first issue was a reprint from Monsters on the Prowl number 25. So what they did was they reprinted that story, but then decided that the character was popular enough that we're going to bring him back. So
and that was a 20-cent book too. So
it wasn't that long before,
no.
Right? Yeah. So really, if you have that, you don't necessarily need this, but this cover is amazing, right?
This is better than the other cover.
100%, yeah. So, but yeah, basically a reprint. But then they decided let's keep running with this character.
And it's weird because he flies.
Yeah.
It's like a big boat flying through.
This would have made a good. You had the Colossal Man, the movie back in the 50s, the giant guy walking around.
This guy would have been great against who's the guy you just did recently? Only 5 issues.
Black Goliath, yeah. Yep, exactly.
They'd have been a great team together. This guy didn't talk either. No. Big pile of rock. That's why he only went 4 issues. In part 2 of It,
It's...
There you go. But as a kid, I thought this was great.
Oh, yeah. Giant monsters running amok. I mean, this screams like 50s sci-fi.
Yeah.
Time. So if you're of a certain age and you love all those giant insect,
and it's got good action on the inside.
Yeah.
Fire, burn.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. It's good stuff.
Classic comic book stuff.
Yeah.
And then we're going to sign off and let you know that the next issue he's going to fight the Gargoyle.
Yes.
Granitor, the Lord of the Gargoyles.
That's the next issue.
I like how he's flying. That's the Gargoyle's flying after him. At the end. The last 2 panels, Gargoyle sets off.
Steve Ditko, little short story. I always find these little Stanley, Steve Ditko little stories that they always threw in all the monster comics really, really
looks like a vampire story already.
Yeah.
It's funny how they make the bald guy look like Nosferatu, like a human version. Yep. Astonishing Tales. Ooh! Careful, I had to let that go.
Okay.
Because if I held on, it would have ripped, I think. Anyway. I like the bald head on this guy.
Well, Ditko did older bald gentlemen very, very well, actually. He was probably best at that than anything else.
Here's the next issue.
Yep. And I believe that one is also reprints, and then they did original stuff going forward, I think.
And we got this one. All right, this is the 3rd. And then the last, go against another monster.
Let's bring another one in. Yeah,
Fin Fan Foom.
Yep.
Now, I don't have the first appearance of that guy. Fin Fan Foom, that's worth something. That's in Monsters on the Prowl, right?
Well, it originally goes back to Strange Tales.
Yeah, but
I have the Monsters on the Prowl.
That's a pricey one.
Yeah, it is. But it's a good one. So here,
there?
Dick Ayers, artist. Tony Isabella, writer. Yeah, that I believe. So from there, it's all new stuff.
It doesn't look so big there. I notice he's always falling down face first.
Yeah, well, he's top heavy, I guess, right?
Clumsy.
Here's the big battle towards the end here between the two of these. I mean, that's what you want to do, right? You got to have the monsters fighting each other. That's what makes it all worthwhile.
This one's a creepy page. Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Creepy art. So I figured I'd share. Oh, here we go.
So there's the origin of Fin Fang Foom. So again, if you didn't have any of the originals, there you go.
And I don't. So here I do have the copy.
Yep. And that's a cool lead into the next issue, right?
So we're gonna get a little Fin Fang Foom. Nice detail on the eyes. All right.
Interesting how they, and again, I haven't read these in forever, but how they wove in like all these old panels and things from stuff from the 50s, from little mini stories from the 50s, and then they put it in together with some of this more current
There's a nice full page.
Colossus stuff. Yeah, look at that.
So I like the art.
Yeah, it's good.
When I was a kid, I always thought it was a cool concept of this giant.
Dick Ayers is always pretty good. And, mixing all the old Kirby stuff in here, it's pretty interesting.
He's not green like the Hulk. He's purple.
Yep.
He's the purple people eater. But yeah, I kind of wish he'd have gone a little bit longer, because right after he's finished, Deathlock takes over for the rest of the series till issue 36.
That's right.
I think this guy could have went a little further. Would have been nice. This is the Fin Fang Foom one.
The epic battle to end it all, right? Superhero
Might
or
end it
monster,
now.
the sensational Colossus fights again. The Marvel Age of Monsterdom is back and better than ever. You better believe it. More monsters, more.
All right. Get right into it.
You're looking kind of funny there.
It's a turnaround technique.
Yeah.
Turnaround. It's almost like he's going to do a hand blast.
Exactly. That's no longer Dick Ayers, so who draws this one? That's Dick Ayers and Larry Lieber. Okay. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there you go.
Vince Coletta
Kaboom.
on the inks. Everyone tears that guy down.
Yeah.
I
don't
like
mind
that.
him half the time. There are times where
I
he
like
does.
that page. That's pretty
really
good.
Yeah.
This I'm going to pass right over.
Yeah.
Here we go. Back to the action. Splash.
Yeah.
Yeah, hospital scene.
More action. There we go.
There's a big page right here.
There we go. The Colossus lives. So they call him it. They call him a Colossus. Which is it?
Yeah.
It, the Living Colossus, on the cover.
It only fits on the cover.
Yeah.
Colossus. But
So for any of you who know this panel right here, where have you seen that before? That was the cover of the Where Monsters on the Prowl issue. This one, issue number 25. That was the cover.
yeah,
that's where he.
But
first
there's
appeared.
that Gulliver story where he's tied down.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
By the little people.
So they basically took the cover shot and plopped it in here. That's what. And this is the.
Oh,
This is
hold that
really
up.
weird
Hold
how
that
they
up.
did it. Yep.
Point to it.
So
Your fingers are on
right
it.
here. Okay, so
And
that
here we
they
already
stole
showed
the
you.
cover from here.
Yep.
So basically, boys and girls, if you've been following along, see this? This is a panel out of the Fin Fang Foom issue from Strange Tales. So what they did in this book is
They
rehashed. They took panels and covers from all these other old stories
just to get an issue out promptly
to make
for your
your
deception.
That's totally what it is. It's like as we go through this too.
I'll just whip something up for these little brats.
That was in one of the other comics. It's just,
Rehash.
but it works.
It does.
It works.
I'm here showing it to you.
Yeah. So
It's worth seeing. This is good too.
Yeah. This is.
So that's eye candy right there. Yeah.
So, as you can tell, we love monster stuff, and
That's why I wanted to show this,
yeah,
because
this
I never
is great.
highlighted this guy. He's not very popular. You know, I go with the second stream guys, not the mainstream.
Yeah.
It.
And he gave way to, they decided to end it here. So at the end, they fight. That's next. The dynamic debut of a shock sizzling new series, Deathlock, the Human Killing Machine.
Yeah.
So
The
that's
Terminator.
basically where this ends, and then we start afresh. But yeah, cool stuff. I mean, giant monsters, can't go wrong. Even though the haphazard way they threw these together is kind of bizarre.
I wanted to get this out for Halloween, but we had so many other things going on. And
Yeah, better late than never. It's still monster season as far as I'm concerned.
That's it.
So,
So there you have
as you
it.
can tell, I'm still wearing my Godzilla stuff.
Gave you some It to
Yeah.
think about. Who sits around and talks about It?
Nobody does. Nobody does. The Living Colossus.
It's not
There we
Stephen King's It.
go. No.
It's Marvel's It the Colossus.
No Pennywise the Clown. This is a
Nope.
big giant granite guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for those of you who were reading these back in the day, let us know if you have any good memories of this particular 4-issue run in Astonishing Tales. If you never checked them out and you like giant monster stuff, I definitely think you should go read these.
They're
pretty
fun.
cool.
Anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for clicking that like button. That's the biggest help
Yes.
of all. And the notification bell so you can get a thumbs up. Get a little ding when we get a new video coming out.
Yes.
Hey, the Comic Book Geezers guys have a new video. Go check it out. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next time on Comic Book Geezers.
That's right. Take care, everybody. Happy holidays. See you soon.
Bye.